yo. 243, 143, 243. Hey, yo. Gonna do some lead follow-ups. I can't even lie. I just came from the laundry room right now, switching it out, putting it in the dryer. Felt like I was gonna pass out in there. I just been moving around too much this morning. Drank a bunch of coffee, not enough water. Feeling real dehydrated. I was walking to the laundry room. I kind of felt my hand shaking a little bit, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But then I got to picking up all the clothes and throwing them in the dryer, and I was like, oh my god, I probably looked hella weird. The lady in there, she probably watching me like, what is this kid doing? Like, I'm bracing myself. But anyways, chugged some water. Now I'm back at it. About to follow up with these leads that I have here. If it's first time tuning in, I'd appreciate like, subscribe, comment, whatever it is, however it is that you want to show support. I would appreciate it. Let's see who I got to call today. I got a bunch of calls that I could make today. Appointment. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna call this guy. Recorded on a previous lead follow-up video. This guy has a lot on the corner. I think I should be able to give him I don't know if I've ever, well, okay, I have some new build comps in the area that are going for like 330. I have one, is that not the, oh no, I'm sorry. So I got a new build in the area that sold, let's see when it was sold. Sold November of last year for 350. Got another one that sold for 325. And this one sold about a year ago. So I'll call the average like 330, probably even more if people are still building in this area. I'm not going to bother running the comps on that right now, but I want to come in at like 15% of that value and have my max be like 50. So when I last spoke with him, I offered him 40, and I kind of hinted at the possibility of being able to come up upwards of 50, and he was just trying to have me negotiate against myself. So I said, here, take the weekend, you figure out what your number is, and then get back to me. And he was like, you tell me what your best number is. And I was like, I have told you what my best number is. But I tried. He was like, yeah, give me the weekend and I'll call you on Monday. I didn't hear from him on Monday. I called him on Tuesday. No answer. So here we go. I'm not going to leave a voicemail. I left him a voicemail last week. Try him again in another week. If he doesn't answer then, I'll start pushing it out to like a month. But this guy, yeah, when we initially called him, I was calling him on another property, but he was like, oh, and then when I asked him if he had any others, he's like, yeah, I got this corner lot. I was like, let me take a look. We had rounded back with him and initially offered him 35, and he was insulted and wasn't going for it. And then when we rounded back, but then he was still like, oh, let me talk to my wife about it. See if 35 is interesting to her at all. And then we rounded back with him and he was like, no, I can't sell at that. And then I called him 2 months later after that. That was my partner who was making those offers and stuff. So I called him back 2 months later and kind of restarted the conversation. And now I'm at 40 because I had the chance to rerun some numbers, check out some, comps in the area and stuff like that. So that's that one. Go to the next. This I had spoken with this woman about 3 months ago. She had let me know that her father was actually buying the property, so she wasn't interested in selling. But I didn't receive permission from her, but I felt after getting off the phone with her, after having that conversation, that it was worth giving her a call in like 3 months just to see if that was actually happening. So I'm going to do that right now.
Hello?
Hi, Guadalupe.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going? This is Derek. We spoke a few months back in regards to your property on South 11th Street in LaPorte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just wanted to round back with you. The last time we spoke, you had let me know that I think your father was interested in buying the property there. And I just wanted to kind of round back, check in with you, and see if that was still the case.
We are trying to repair and then sell it.
You're trying to do what and then sell? I'm sorry?
Repair.
Repair. Okay. All right.
Remodel and then sell it.
Okay. What kind of things are you wanting to fix?
Okay, that foundation needs fixed and we let it fix it.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Foundation?
The foundation.
Yeah, we let it fix it and we're painting all, we're new carpet, new air conditioning system, and
Okay. And,
yeah.
have you started all of this already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And just out of curiosity, when you do go to sell it, do you plan on listing it on the market with a realtor?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure because I never show a house, but we will see that maybe when it sounds good with that.
Yeah. And the reason I ask is because, the way that I'm interested in the property and I'm interested in making you an offer. We would buy the property off market, just kind of, between the two of us. We can put an agreement together if the number makes sense. Now, did you guys have a number in mind that you were hoping to get for it after all those repairs were made?
Okay, we have the garage having bathroom, and my husband right now is working there, but we can do a split and a little apartment there because when we buy it, we want like a bedroom and bathroom and laundry room there.
Mm-hmm.
We have people can help us to do that little kitchen and everything, and we want to do that too. And finish it, then we think in a number. We don't know a number now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Did you have kind of like a timeline on when you would think that all of those repairs would be done?
Yeah, maybe 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah, because we're doing with our money, no savings, no credit, nothing.
Yeah. And are you guys making those repairs yourself, or are you hiring some help?
Yeah, we have people.
Okay.
We have workers.
Okay.
Yeah. My husband has to work in to have a job. He's charging a job in the board because there is no electricity, everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Okay, then if you want to call like around 6 months, I think we're gonna fix it.
yeah, no problem. And one last question that I have for you, is would you guys be interested in selling it as is right now so that you don't have to finish all those repairs, or are you kind of set on finishing the repairs and getting top dollar for it?
We want like we have a number I think around or we know we have a good place because it's a commercial place around. And that's everything. That's why we want to spend better because right now they say, okay, you're gonna spending for that. So a lot of people come to us about the house,
Mm-hmm.
buy it,
Mm-hmm.
but they want assist because they want to offer too low. No, we don't want to do
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah, because I can't sell it because I'm not buying it. We're going to move to the Valley, Mission, Texas, and I need to buy mine with that money.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, that makes sense. And I wouldn't, have the intention of making you a low offer. Obviously, I would have to make money. That's how we would, do business here. Is we would look to be building in the kind of the equity ourselves. So it would only make sense if you guys were kind of, fed up with making the repairs or not wanting to do it yourself. But if you guys are comfortable and confident in your ability to finish the job and sell it, then yeah, I would recommend that you probably sell it on market so that you can get top dollar. And if that's the case, then we probably aren't the best fit. But do you guys have a realtor in mind that you were hoping to work with when everything's said and done?
No, we don't have that.
Okay.
No one.
Well, something that I'd love to be able to do is get you in contact with a realtor that works with us, if that's something that you're open with, just so that you guys can talk and you can hear them out. If you like what you hear, that's great. If not, that's okay too, as long as, you know all of your options. That's all I'm wanting for you, really.
Okay, you can send us the information.
Okay. Sure. All right. Perfect. I'll go ahead. I'll let him know your timeline. That you're probably not going to be done with the repairs for about another 3 months. And then, if it's all right with you, if I can give him your contact information so that he can reach out and possibly explain what he'd be able to do for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and do that. I appreciate you taking the call, Guadalupe, and I wish you the best of luck with your house.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. All right. That was kind of productive. Turned the, I was the whole time I was thinking any type of interest in wanting to get an offer now and not finish all the repairs and whatnot. Then I was prepared to throw out a number, but then she started talking. She was dead set on making the repairs. They have all the systems in place. They have the people in line. That they know their game plan, and they're clearly wanting top dollar. They're not wanting to just get rid of it. If it seems like they have the means to get top dollar for it, so that's what they're gonna do. So then I transitioned and I kind of went for the realtor referral, which seemed like a good one. So gotta go ahead and take note of that. Connected with seller, mentioned that they are in the middle of a reno, plans to do foundation repair, AC installation, carpet, and paint. Timeline to completion is roughly 3 months. She has no interest in receiving a cash offer now, as they are set on completing the reno themselves and getting top dollar for it. Derek proposed a realtor referral, which she was very open to, provided Derek permission to give his realtor her contact info so that he can be in touch. Boom. I'm gonna make a note for myself to send my realtor referral, provide seller's info and brief explanation of situation. Gonna send that over to him later today. That was a conversation. Not a cash offer, not anything like that, but she really wanted to get me off the phone too. I'm proud of myself for keeping her on, because I knew at that point where she was like, okay, thanks. At that point, I knew that I wasn't going to be making her a cash offer, so I wanted to at least squeeze out the fact that realtor referral was an option. So I'm going to say, put this into the realtor referral group. Take her out of the follow-up. Boom. Arthur. I was supposed to call him yesterday, to be honest, and I missed it. Call this gentleman again. I've been calling up pretty frequently. It's been about 2 weeks now since the last time I followed up with him. Since the initial time I've called him, I have called him twice. Mailbox is full, couldn't leave voicemail. Texted him. Called him next day. Called him twice, no answer. No answer, no option to leave voicemail. Called him the next day, no answer, unable to leave voicemail. Called him 11 days later, twice, mailbox full, unable to leave voicemail. Called him the next day, unable to leave voicemail. Called him 2 days later, unable to leave voicemail. Called him 5 days after that, unable to leave voicemail. Called him 3 days after that, no answer. Called him 10 days after that, no answer. And now it's been another 9 days. You may think, why the hell are you calling him so much? Well, because this was a very hot lead when I initially talked to him. The one and only time I talked to him on a cold call. He kept talking about how bad the place was, really embarrassed about the condition, said everything's original. He lives there alone, but technically it's in his mom's name, and his sister will also be involved in kind of the decision-making process. It was his parents' place, but his father passed away and his mom moved out, so he moved in. He mentioned that I was the first person to speak with him, and they were going to start fielding offers and just take the highest. So I was really wanting to get in there and build rapport as quick as possible. Lots of plumbing issues after the recent freeze. If anybody doesn't know, out in Houston, there was a really bad storm where pretty much everybody's pipes froze over. Didn't have a price in mind, but he mentioned that the estimate, I think he was referring to the tax assessed value, was $60,000, and that he mentioned he knows he probably won't be able to get that just due to the condition of the place. And when he said that, I was thinking, oh, this is a lead. Because again, he was saying he would like 60, but he knows he probably wouldn't get that, and his estimate is about 100,000. So I think I'd be coming in at like 40. No outstanding mortgage. They own it free and clear. And at that point, I was like, I'll do my homework. It wasn't worth making an offer because he had made it very clear that he was going to consider a lot of other offers and that he needed to discuss it with his mom and sister before even entertaining that stuff. So if he doesn't answer this time, I'm going to go ahead and write him a handwritten letter and send it to both of these addresses that I have here on file. The address where he lives that I know he lives in, and then also he has a different mailing address listed, which may be his mom or his sister's place. But I'm going to go ahead and just send him a handwritten offer if he doesn't answer right now. And I'll draft that up later tonight. Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Sorry.
Yep, no answer. No answer. No option to leave voicemail. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick the follow-up out a month now. And then send him a handwritten letter. I'm going to send him a handwritten offer later tonight. And what I do with that is, I'm not going to pull it out, but I have our one-page agreement printed out. I have like a bunch of copies printed out. I have envelopes, red. I'll show you. I have these bright red envelopes that I feel like kind of stand out, especially when there's the handwritten address and stuff on the front. It's a lot more personal. The whole point of a handwritten letter, of what I've gathered, is the goal is not to, don't think of anything other than just making sure that your letter gets into the house. because like anybody, like me specifically, when I go to check my mail out here in my apartment complex, there's a recycling bin right next to the mailbox, because what happens is everybody gets junk mail, and that's where they sort through it, right? They're not going to bring all this junk mail into their home and then sort through it and then take up all this space in their trash, because they just have all this recyclables that they're not even going to bother opening. So what they do is they sort through it at the mailbox, toss all the junk, and then bring all the good stuff inside. And that's the goal, is to get your letter inside. And once that's the case, that they're going to open it. So by sending a handwritten letter on like an envelope that kind of pops, it looks almost like some type of an invitation or a thank you letter, or a, you know what I mean, like a save the date or something like that. And then they'll open it and see an offer. And it's going to be an offer with also a little like place card, just like a small little 4x6 place card that'll say, hey, I think this guy's name is Darren. Hey, Darren, we spoke the other month in regards to your property at this address. You had let me know that, and kind of just remind him of our conversation so that he knows like that I'm not just randomly trying to get, you had let me know that, it was your parents' place, and that you and your sister were considering, getting offers on it at this point in time. I just wanted to extend this offer to you. As a reminder, this is an all cash offer, and then list the benefits. We'll buy it as is. We can close very quickly, yada, yada. And then that way he has a paper copy. So even if it's not like, and then I'll leave my number all over the place, probably put it in 3 different spots. That way, when the time comes, he can give me a call. I don't expect him to read the notice and then call me right then and there, but having that paper copy is key, right? So now he can have the offer and say, let me put this up in the office, so that when the time comes, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, that Derek kid, he had sent me an offer. Let me go check that out and give him a call, see what it's about. At least that's the hopes, right? So that's that one. Like I said, I'm gonna push the actual follow up. If I don't hear from him, I'm not just gonna send this letter and not ever follow up with him again. I'm gonna follow up with him until I get a hold of him. So, but there's no point in me calling him like every 3 days, every 5 days, every week like I have been. Now I'm gonna start kicking it out like a month. Do that for like 2-3 months, and then if I still don't get a hold of him, start kicking it out like 3 months. And then hopefully at that point I have somebody else on the team that's able to call him from a different number, or stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's just a little quick video. Had a couple decent, or I think one decent conversation there, but I'm gonna hop off now and start coordinating for this appointment that's coming up in 2 hours. I gotta reach out to the person. I'm gonna call her right now to kind of wake her up, because she works night shifts, and she texted me really early this morning saying that she got called in last night and that she requested a kind of a wake up call so that she could be up and at 'em before the guy gets out there to take pictures. So I'm gonna do that right now. Appreciate you guys. Peace.